Hi everyone, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is Stitching with My Littlie. We are doing a whip parade today, or part of a whip parade. We're going to be showing mostly Lorans, I think. But she's got less than me. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So this is not a normal regular Flosstube update yet. And I know we are very far behind. Everybody else has already done their whip parades and yeah, are back on normal regular Flosstubes, but we are just trying to get these done now so that we can get back into it. So yeah, we're going to do it in 2 stages, I think, and so this is the first side. So if you're new here, it's probably been a while since we've done a bit of an information, or introduction thing. So I think it's probably a good time to do a little bit of one. So obviously my name's Kayla. This is Lauren. The reason behind our name of our channel is she is my youngest of 4 children. So she is my Littlie. So that's where the Stitching with My Littlie came from. So yeah, I am married. My husband is called Chris. We have 4 children. My eldest is 23, who is Ryan. Then I've got Morgan, who is 20, Ethan, who is 18, and then Lauren, who is 15. Lauren is home educated, and up until a year ago so was Ethan. He is now at college, so yeah, I home educate Lauren, and also I now work with horses as a stable groom. I think that's what they like to call them. Basically muck out, do all that sort of fun stuff. We live in the UK, so we are in Shropshire in a place called Shrewsbury. So yeah, that's all about us, I think.
Pretty much.
Apart from I started stitching probably when I was about 9, 10 maybe. Had a few gaps here and there. Obviously had the kids, came back. Lauren, I reckon you probably started stitching
around COVID, maybe.
Yeah, I think I picked it back up again sort of 2019, and then you were in a place where you wanted to start doing all that. So yeah, and now we're doing our own Flosstubes, meeting people, going to retreats, having the best time, aren't we? So yeah, we are doing our whip parade. Like I said, Lauren's going to be talking more for this one, which I'm sure you'll all be happy about. So let's get going. How many whips do you have?
So I have 15 that I've carried over from last year. So it's not too bad. If I do also look over here, it's because I've actually written some notes down.
She's got notes.
Yeah.
Anybody who's our regulars know Lauren don't do notes, which is why there's probably not going to be as much information as some people would like about some of her threads, fabric, dates when she started and things like that, because she hasn't been keeping notes. So you do have charts and what it will look like before, and I will probably be putting up if they were here in last year's whip parade, I will go back and put photos up of what it looked like last year in comparison. Obviously if it was started during the year, there won't be any photos to compare it from last time. So we're going to run with it. We're going to see where we get.
Yeah.
And yeah, over to you. It's the Lauren show.
So this isn't in order as well, from oldest to newest. It's just whatever. So this is Enjoy All the Little Things by Emma Condon.
So where's this? This is out of the cross stitch for the Earth book.
Yeah, and I think this is really nice. So I haven't done a lot on this, to be honest.
I don't think you've worked on it for a while, have you? You started it and worked on it quite a bit, but I don't think you've worked on it for a while.
No. So, this is where I am. I knew that was going to happen.
So you always start in the middle, don't you?
Yeah.
Of your charts.
And it is on grey 14 count Ada. And I'm using all the cordful threads. And I have decided to do the back stitch as I go so it doesn't become a bit of a pain when it comes to finishing, because there is quite a lot of back stitch in this piece. So there we go. It's very like greens and browns colours at the moment, because obviously that is nature colours. So there we go.
Do you know where the bag was from?
A viewer gifted us this.
We'll show our project bags as well, and if we know where they're from, if we remember. It was one of the first project bags, wasn't it? It was made for us.
And it's got like a nice little tassel on there. So there we go. I don't know where I'm going to put all of these. Just give them to you.
There is also going to be zips being open and closed and stuff. Obviously, we are sorry if you're listening on headphones or whatever, but if we don't put things back, it's going to be carnage. So the zippers are going to be opening and closing and things. So just on a side note there.
So next is Spring Season Squared from AZ Family Zoo. And each of her charts sponsors one of her animals, doesn't it? Because she runs an animal sanctuary, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So this one sponsors Zazu.
I think the winter one of these has just been bought out.
So, I'm not too far off this one, I guess. So here's what it looks like. So it is done on Heart Ada. All of my Adas are 14 count. With all the cord forward DMC threads as well. I don't think there's any back stitch in this one. But after I've got a few more things to do in this section, and I've got a border to do.
No, there's no back stitch.
And this is just like a plain clear, what are they called?
I like plastic wallets, I think.
Yeah.
Like with pop.
Always do that. Okay. So next, I haven't worked on this for a while. Getting confused with the cover photos and the working things. Anyways. So this is Halloween Square Dance by Heart in Hand. And I'm doing this one, the pumpkin one. So this one is on a hoop. Here it is. So it is on an unknown Ada. And again, I'm using all the called for threads. There's backstitch in all of the pumpkins' faces, I think. So I'll do that at the end, and then I've also got some buttons that goes with it. So
yeah, there is backstitch on, only a little bit on each one though.
Yeah, but I do think this fabric is very Halloweeny. So yeah, there's that one. I'm just going to put everything back.
Yeah, I'll just put everything back.
And again, it's in one of them clears.
And look at a little, she's got a donut needle minder.
Yeah.
Not that I remember where half of the needle minders are from. We've had them from all over the place. But...
Yep. Okay. I've got quite a lot of Halloween projects, to be honest.
Yeah, considering you're not a Halloween person, you're more of a Christmas person.
Yeah, I know. So this one is I Can Drive a Stick by Lizzie Kate, and it's one of the snippets. I do really like Lizzie Kate, don't I?
You do.
So this one is stitched on hand-dyed Ada by me. And I'm just using 310. So I do like this one. The fabric is quite soft, so yeah. It doesn't also fit in the hoop, by the way, so that's why it looks like that. And I don't know where that needle minder is from, but it's really strong. Like, I can literally hold my needle from far away.
Dogs.
Magnetise, yeah. It's very strong. So yeah, that is that one. And again, this is in a clear.
She has got loads of project bags, but most of them, so we established when going through this, we thought she had loads of whips. Actually, most of them are just kitted up.
Ready to
and not started, so
yeah,
that's why she's got less than what she thought.
But also, if I have like Christmas bags, I wouldn't put that in with the Halloween project. I personally wouldn't. So that's also why some of them aren't in project bags. So I don't have a cover photo for this one because it was a freebie and an exclusive from the Big Stitch 2024. So it is from Star Parade Designs. And that is what... Could you hold that, please? So yeah, Star Parade Designs. And it is a hand-dyed Ada by me. Tea and coffee dyed. Because it is probably one of my favourite fabrics. And this dark blue, like the navy, is Galliana thread. I don't know if it's from Classic Colour Works or Weeks Dye Works. I'm not sure. I think
everybody be shouting at you here.
If you Google it anyway, it'll probably just come
You would
out.
know, apart from the fact that you've ripped the...
Yeah. And then it's just two other DMC threads for the yellow and the green. So I
did tell you she wasn't organised.
So I've got another like flower, big flower. Anyway, I need to finish off this flower, and then I've got like one that loops around, I think.
And that needle minder was just made out of some pins.
Yeah.
That was made. I think they were in a set from like Home Bargains, weren't they? And we made them into some needle minders. So that is that one.
I should have finished it last year, but hopefully this year it'll be finished.
How many times do stitchers say that?
I know.
I should have finished that last year. That
It would have
should
been
already
better
be
because
done.
obviously 2024, but never mind. So this one I haven't worked on for ages and ages. I'll show the project bag. Now, where's this project bag from? Is it from Little Loops?
Yeah. It was from a retreat we went to that there was a pattern in one of the bags that we purchased, and it had the bag and the pattern and everything included. Yeah,
so this one's got flamingos, like pineapples, and lots of summery things on it.
Would you like to give me the pattern?
Yeah, if I can get it out of the bag.
Fabric, I meant. But... Right.
Very unorganised.
So this is the pattern. So it's On the Beach by Little Loops. So, and this was all included, so everything was included in this kit.
Yeah,
the chart,
I didn't change anything. I just used everything.
And including finishing materials to make it into a pillow, which I've actually finished this, but not fully finished
I'm far from finishing
Shock.
this, to be honest. But never mind. So this fabric is very bright as well. But
which
I do
came
like
with
it.
the kit.
Yeah.
this is where you're up to then.
Very bright.
So it's like a mottled yellow, isn't it? 14k
Yeah.
needle.
So, on the paper chart, it's split in 2 pages, so I'm just doing a page at a time, which I haven't worked on this for ages, but yeah.
2023 this one was.
Yeah.
So this would have been one of the first retreats we went to when we purchased this.
I think it was. I think it was the first
There
one.
are Floss Friends UK retreats that we go to at Rotherham. So, and the needle minder came with it as well, didn't it?
I haven't added the back stitch on the seashell yet, but I probably will do the back stitch at the end, because I don't think there's a lot in it, is there?
Not massive amounts.
So I can just go back and do that at the end.
And the threads are included as well.
Yeah,
aren't
there was, yeah. On this,
yeah. So it really was the whole kit and everything.
It's very summery colours. I don't think I worked on this at all in 2024, to be honest. Or if I did, maybe just once.
Well, you should see, because there'll be a picture going up.
Okay, next one. So this is in a project bag that was my first ever project bag, actually. And it's got koalas on it. And where was this from?
Tracy and Designs.
Yeah. So in here is my summer pillow by Flosstubers.
And a very crumpled piece of paper.
Don't know why the needle's on the back of the needle minder. Got 2 needles.
Oh God, where's that needle come from?
Okay, so this one, I actually really like the fabric on this one, but I don't. It's unknown
Do you know
to
where
me.
it came from?
No, I don't.
Is it a me piece?
Maybe. I think I did steal it from your stash, to be honest. Sharing.
Okay, is it going to show up properly? The lighting is not brilliant, but it is.
I feel like it's just summery, really. So.
It's like pinks with some purple, purpley blue sort of
Yeah.
thing. So you've done 2 blocks.
Yeah, which I do really like this one. I'm hoping to stitch a little bit more on it soon. And then this is using a DMC variegated thread, and it is 107, and it's like this. It's like pink and like a little bit of red. So I thought that was a good combo.
And your needle minder, you know where that's from?
Jessica Stitching.
Yeah.
I do love her needle minders. They're very strong and good quality, aren't they? I think I got that from a retreat as well.
Most of the things that we're showing you will have links. They always do have links. I keep them up all the time for the things that we use in the description box below. So most of the shops and things will be in there.
Yeah, we do like Flosstubers patterns, don't we?
We do. We did have a bit of a Flosstabilities run in the last one, showing everything we'd got.
I'm already turning the page. So this one is probably one of my biggest whips that I have. And the project bag is got mice and cheese on it. Where's it from? Tally's little shop, is it? Got that from the last retreat we went to. Got to find the cover one in here now. Here it is. So this is Crackers About Cheese from Boffy Threads from the Rendale Designs. Yeah, I do like this one. It is cute. So I'm using everything in the kit. Here it is.
So you're still in the cheese, aren't you?
Yeah, lots of yellows and like browns and stuff. And this needle minder is from Zoe's Gift and Crafts, I think.
Yeah. I think you'll like it if you... I think you've been trying to work on the whole thing, but maybe you need to come up and do a bit of one of the mice to get a bit of something different.
I am trying to do a page at a time so it don't get too overwhelming, but I think because I made a mistake in this little blob, it put me off a little bit.
But you've gone through that now though, haven't you?
Yeah. I actually do have a project tracker for this. So I started it in 2022 and it's only got that much progress on it. So not the best, but that was purely because of the mistake that I made.
But it'll be all... It's all sorted now.
Yeah, I think there was a stain on this as well from the hoop. Somewhere down here, I think.
Oh, you're going to stitch over that though.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
You do have problems with your hoops, don't you?
I know, I need to start taking them out all the time.
You do. It's not very often you stitch on the same thing for 2 days in a row.
No. Okay, that's that one.
Okay.
So, next one is in a bag from Andrea.
Who is the Stitchy Science Technician on Instagram. She also has, I think it's called Bowen's Bags and Bits and Bags and something. It's not an official shop that I know of. She just goes to retreats, some retreats with her bags.
Yeah, so I don't have the
I think it's
cover
Bowen's Bags and Things, I think it is.
Probably. Yeah, I don't have the cover photo for this because it's another exclusive chart from the Big Stitch.
But it's... What's it called?
Stitch Stash Smile.
It's from Hello from Liz Matthews.
And I'm using a Rustico Ada, but you can't really see the thread on it on camera.
It's a variegated.
Yeah, and it's a hand-dyed variegated, which I also got this from...
So it is just literally a words that say stitch at the top. So you've done the stash, haven't you? And then underneath it says smile, and then there's like a border around it.
Yeah. And then this is the hand-dyed thread company. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Oh, it's a Jodrey Designs.
Purplinky, I think it's called.
Well.
And this is what it looks like, so... It reminds me of cotton candy. Like candy floss. So there we go.
Oh, for some reason she's got a Dumbo.
I know, I've also got a Christmas sausage dog bag.
After she just said she don't see the point in putting projects in Christmas bags that aren't like, Christmas.
Halloween and Christmas is not a good combo. That's what I was like, that's what I meant. But this one's a bit of a random one. So I know what I mean.
Going back on what you said.
No. But also in these bags they always have like a sparkly vinyl, which I like about that.
Okay, we are getting there.
We are. So, this one is in a bag from, I should know this by now. It's gone.
Stitchamajig.
Yeah, that's the one.
This is Anne from Stitchamajig. She's got a shop on Etsy. We have a few bags, which was also at the last retreat we went to.
So I just added this little thing on it. I can't remember where that's from, but I just found it in our stash, so I just added it onto that. So this is Christmas goodies by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And this is where I'm up to. So not too bad. Unknown Ada, but I'm guessing it looks like a tan, maybe.
That one has a lot of unknown Adas.
Yep. And this is like most of the called for threads, but I've probably just used some from Stash as well. And I think I'm doing the back stitch as I'm going, as I can see. And on the milk and cookie eyes, they're crosses, but then you've got to outline it with back stitch. So that's what I did. And we got given these needle minders. We got gifted them, little stars. So there we go. Another Christmassy one. Inside this bag as well, it's like embroidered gingerbreads. I don't know if you'll be able to see.
Oh, that's what the thing is. Anne does embroiders the. I think a machine embroiders a pattern on the inside of the bag.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. So, this is in a bag from Total Base Stitches, Dumbo. So, this is called Leaves Collector's Gnome by Soda Stitch. Part of our Gnomes Everywhere sale on Instagram.
I need to do some of mine again.
Yeah, and me.
It's been a while since I've actually stitched a gnome.
Yeah,
or
same.
Gone, whatever you want to call them.
So this one is on a printed Ada.
You definitely stole that from me.
Yeah, I did.
Which
Wasn't
is
it from Zoe?
yeah, it's
Zoe's
a
Gift
from
and
a
Crafts.
like a, I think it was like a tenner Tuesday she used to do, which
like
I don't
a bundle.
think, yeah. And this one, fabric came out of it.
I'm using all the called for threads as well, just because I thought, obviously, because of all the oranges and stuff, it will pop better if I use the called for. So after, when I next work on it, I'm going to move on to his nose and his beard, I think, because I've completed most of his hat. I just have one little section left, and then I can do the face, and then there'll be the rake that he's holding. Then I can move on to the leaves at the bottom.
Yeah, needle minder.
Yeah, I got that from Stitchmania stash at a retreat.
Which says just hang in with my gnomies, so that's pretty perfect.
Yeah, I did think that was perfect. I had to get that one.
So there's that one.
So hopefully I can work on this one soon. I've got too many projects. You've got double mine. Double mine.
I think I might have triple. Nearly.
Like 50 something.
No, I've got about 40, I think.
That'll be a big whip parade. Mine's going to be...
Which is not big in comparison to some people, but it is quite big. It's big enough for me,
Yeah.
I think.
I feel like you're just going to add to it this year, I feel like.
Well, I added to it last year, but then I also finished what I added to it last year, so, which is good because I started like 40 things. So if I hadn't have finished 40 things, I would have had 80 things in my whips pile now. Yes. That could not happen.
No,
I couldn't cope with that because I can't really cope with the amount that I've got now, to be fair.
So I'm actually getting to the end of my whip parade now, so not too long. But this is in a bag from Little Loops. And it is a small Hocus Pocus bag, but I do really like it. So this project is literally perfect for this bag. So also from Little Loops, it is the Goth Girls Winnie Sanderson chart.
I love Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, I do as well. I do love Beetlejuice more,
Isn't it
though.
funny how every time you get a project out that has like a TV or a film or something,
You want to watch
it makes
the
you want to
film.
watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I love Beetlejuice as well, but yeah, it makes you just like, oh god, I really like that film, I want to watch it.
So this one's a bit crazy with her hair. She's got like a massive hair. This is done on the same fabric that was shown earlier, so it is unknown. And I'm using all the called for threads as well. But yeah, that is. I haven't even completed the rest of the things in her hair, so it's pretty big. There we go. I definitely think this one will be nice on the fabric. It's quite a big, like there's quite a lot of 310 in the border bit, isn't there?
Yeah. You do need to get back to that one though.
I do.
Oh, I say that, I've got one which we'll see in mine, which is the same but with Wednesday.
Have you not finished that one?
Yeah.
No, I thought you did.
No, Lauren, I haven't stitched on that for ages.
Neither have I haven't stitched on mine for ages. This one also came with a sticker that says I put a spell on you, which I need to use. So there's that one.
You do, because I'm going to steal that sticker off mine. I'll put it on the back of my tablet case or something.
No. So next one is pretty new actually. It's just in another
Bag from Amazon. That is.
Yeah. So this is from Tiny Modernist and it's called Mouse's Christmas Decorating. I love these little charts. They're very cute.
This one started quite late though last year,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
You actually kitted this one up for me for my birthday, didn't you?
Yeah,
Quite a
not
while
this year,
ago.
last year.
Yeah.
I think it was last year.
2023, I think it was.
You sure?
I think so. Because you also kitted up my Halloween one, which is finished now. Because I didn't want more than one on the go. So
It's going to flop.
take over, please.
Can't get the staff.
So I'm stitched on tan Ada, I think. I don't know if it is, but I think. Like cream.
Could be a light tan.
With all the called for threads, because you kitted up for me. Well, the called for DMC threads. So it's very cute. I do like the snowman. And then I've added the candy cane and little things.
Snowflakes.
Yeah. And there's also a little bit of backstitch on the cardinal legs. So I also added that in because I'm just going to do the backstitch as I go. But there is not a lot. There's a little bit more in the baubles. And I think that's it. So there we go.
Okay.
And then I need to start thinking of which one I'm going to do next after I finish this one. I'm thinking the Easter one.
Well, I needed to, I need to get another one started, but you told me I had to do the schoolroom one.
Wow. I just think it's fitting.
Fitting.
So then, I've got 2 more left. So it didn't take long. So this is in a bag from Andrea again. And I do love Snoopy. So, yeah. With a sparkly front again.
Not as much as Maggie loves Snoopy.
So this one is a stitchy tier from Erin Elizabeth Designs, because we do a sale on Instagram for this one, don't we? Cheers for trade tears, Sal. So, I'm making some quite good progress with this one, actually. So, it's on a Ada called Linen, and I just think the white pops on that one a lot.
It's a DMC Ada, this is.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna have to finish, because I think maybe I've got a little bit more to do to add in on this part of the tier, and then I can start working on the next section, which has got a sewing machine, a book, a bobbin, and then one of them tomato. What are they called?
Pin cushions.
Pin cushion, yeah. And that's like the last tier. And then I'll have the bottom too. So hopefully I can do this one this year.
It's another needle minder from Just Get Stitching as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There we go.
I think I'm going to start the dog tier next, because I got given that for Christmas, didn't I?
Yeah.
So, yep.
I have the English tier next, because I'm doing the nautical one. I have the winter tier.
And the Halloween.
And the Halloween tier.
There's so many more tiers as well, though.
Well, that's a whole other collection, that is, isn't it? Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a sneeze fit, and I can feel it.
God. Okay, last one is...
Really sorry.
I don't know if it's my oldest whip, but it's pretty old. So, in a bag, I'm not too sure where it's from. Do you know?
Tracy Ann Designs.
Yeah.
We haven't had one of her bags for a while, actually.
No, we
Let's have a nose.
Oh, God. So this one is Penny's Potions by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery.
You have not worked on that for ages.
No, I haven't. I do love the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery charts, though.
Yeah, I do as well. I haven't really got any in, apart from my stitch along. I think I've got any in my stash. In my whips, I mean, not my stash. I have plenty in my stash.
Yeah, loads.
Don't get me wrong, I have plenty.
Okay, I'm just going to clip this one because I feel like it will just fall. This one's got pretty big hoop marks because I kept it in the hoop for ages. But here it is.
Oh, I know why you didn't work on this. You said there was a problem in the top border.
Yeah, but we sorted it out, didn't we? The other night. And I love the fact that it's got a rip it in the window. So it is done on Tea and Coffee Hand Dyed Ada by me again. I'm using all the called for threads again. So yeah, I do like this one. I don't know if I've got a tracker in this. I don't think I have. No. Just the Boffy
I
threads
did
one.
start getting her to do trackers, but...
That went out the window. I definitely want to work on this year. Because it hasn't had progress on it for ages. Again, I don't even know if I worked on it that last year. I don't think I did.
Disgusting behaviour.
Okay, so that is all my whips.
That is your whips. Okay.
15.
So, like I said, any that she's bought through from last whip parade there will be pictures of her progress. I will put underneath the chart names and stuff. The description will have shop names and stuff. And so have you got any plans going forward of your whips then for next Well, this year, no,
Not really, just work on a bit of everything. Obviously new starts, obviously.
but you do swap your things out, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
So you don't use like I sometimes use a wheel and stuff to choose things, but you tend to
I
just...
put quite a few in my bag, and then whatever I want to do that night, I'll just pull it out. So hopefully...
It's a bit of a rotation type thing, because you
Yeah.
just swap out the projects.
I'll try and work on all the ones I put on the bag before I swap the projects again. Some of the projects I don't swap. Like, if I'm really enjoying them, I'll just keep them in the bag. But most of them I do swap. So yeah, that's the plans really.
So that's it for you.
Pretty short actually for Whip Parade.
It is, which is why I'm thinking we might tidy your stuff up, and then I might start on some of mine, because I know I have 40 to do. That's what we're going to do. So you're not going to notice. I'm going to stop the video.
So it's never going to be a short video for us. It's going to be a big video.
It's not going to be a big video. It's not.
It'll be a big video.
It's not.
It will be a big
So I'm going to stop this now for you guys. Laura's going to clean her stuff up. I'm going to get mine, and I'll do a portion of mine.
A big video.
So a big video. Okay, so I am back, and I'm going to do a few of mine. So hopefully I should be able to cut this down now into 2 parts of the Whip Parade, whereas I thought it would probably have to be maybe 3. So we will see how we go, but I've picked out my Halloween and sort of autumny, which there's not a lot of autumn, mostly Halloween projects. So this time, which is slightly different to last year, I have not done them in chronological order, so it won't be from my earliest project to my latest project. I'm just going to do them in sort of sections. So I do have the details of when I started them and things, but it's not going to be from earliest to latest one. So okay, we're going to get going. I've got them all on my knee because they're going to go flying otherwise. So the first one that I have is in a project bag that I made myself. So it's a poppy one with like an envelope style.
This one's really thick.
Opening. It is a thicker one. I had a bit of a thicker lining to it, but yeah, so I made that one myself. And in this project,
she's already struggling because she's got
in this project is, there you go. So this one is called Remembrance Day. It says in big letters at the bottom, and it's by Country Threads. So this is a company from Australia, and when I went to get it, I did ask if they did it in PDF, but at that time, I don't know if it's any different at that time. They only did hard copies of them. So there you go, like a job. So this one is just done on a 14 count white Ada and using the called for DMC threads. This one was started on the 11th of November 2021. So
you did quite a lot on this actually.
I did. Oh, I did not work on it last year.
Hang on a second, I'm like trying to...
So this is not going to be any different, I believe, than what you will see the picture come up from last year. So I need to sort that out really, because I do want to work on that a bit more.
You did get quite a lot of progress.
I did. I'm in this poppy up here. The poppies have got quite a bit of
do a little zoom, because it's half
confetti.
Stitches. Half stitches, isn't it?
Some of it, yeah, in some of the background. So yeah, I believe I did not get any more progress on this last year, but I will be stitching. This is on my wheel that I'm going to be using this year. I also made a little one for my threads. Well, it's not a blanket in terms of one of the projects I've got now, is it?
To me, this is like massive. Like, hang on. Never very good at fabric folding. Hold, please. Right, just chuck it in the bag. No one's
Did you
gonna
hear
know.
that?
No one's gonna know.
I'm gonna know. I lovingly put yours.
Yeah, well, I was trying, but with
I
a
know.
with project that big, I can't.
You're very trying. It's okay.
Pop it in there.
Okay, so that's project number 1. So that's pretty much everything else is Halloween themed. So this is my next one. This is a bag I made myself as well from a tutorial on Flosstube, I believe, or Instagram. Which I put my own little charm on. And this one is holding this project. So it's Adam's family from Good Morning Maui. I feel all the projects slipping off my knee. It's not real.
This is a disaster already. Let's not mention.
Pardon?
Let's not mention about that.
Okay, so this one is being worked on a 14 count Ada, which is from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics. So it is an unknown colour, but I am using all the called for DMC colours in CXC threads. And this one I started on the 27th of September 2023. This one I have definitely worked on this year.
I feel like the fabric is showing pretty decently. Maybe it's a bit more purpley on camera.
I have
in real
worked
life.
on it this year, but I've only worked on it once. Well, last year, 2024. I've only worked on it once, so you will see some progress, but not a huge amount of progress from the picture that I'm going to put up. So that is my whip number 2.
I'm just going to give you the job of folding the fabric.
Okay. Whip number 3 is in a project bag from Andrea. Bowen's bags and things.
Dark,
yeah, and all the white on here glows in the dark.
This was
Which I bought that at Retreat. This bling, scissor bling, or project bag bling is from Stitchmania.
Cross stitch bunny.
Yeah.
Why are you looking like you wanted to say something else? Like you wanted to add on to a shop name?
No. Okay.
We're sliding. Okay, now stay.
Okay, so this one is housing my Stitcher haunts here from the Witchy Stitcher. There's 2 different versions to this, like a black and white one or the coloured one. So I've got the coloured version. And this one is being done on 14 count Ada called Rustico.
Why is it sparkling?
It's probably off the vinyl. I'm using mostly the called for DMC threads, but I am using glow in the dark instead of white. So that would be the DMC glow in the dark on this project. I started this on the 2nd of September 2023. And I do believe I worked on it once last year. I'm hoping to get more progress on these this year because I'm doing my Terrifying Tuesday and things, so I should, once I get sorted into my own brain, do better. Right, my next one is just in a Amazon zip bag. This one is holding Ghost Delivery by Soda Stitch, which is this one is a freebie chart, which is why I've just printed this out. There is a full chart of this, but this is a freebie one that she put out on her Facebook page. The rest of it has got like where it says happy, it's got Halloween and some other things on there, I think, which you can pay for, but this is the freebie chart. So what I'm going to do, because it's only got happy and nothing else, I'm just going to take the letters off and just finish the colours off in the candy corn colours. So that's what I'm doing. So this is by Soda Stitch. Like I said, that one's the freebie one. It's on a 14 count Ada, which is light grey, and it is using DMC colours in CXC threads. I started this one on the 30th of September 2023, and I know for a fact that I worked on it last year.
Yeah. Where's the needle minder from? Do you know? Stitchmania stash.
It looks like it is.
Yeah.
Again, though, I only stitched on it once last year. So it's only had, I think that's had three stitchy sessions on that one since 2023. Hey ho, sorry for them noise. Have a lot of noise. Okay, next one.
I didn't realise, but you could just add this into our sale when next time you work on it.
I could, because it is a tier.
Yeah, I didn't realise that.
So this one is the Edgar Allan Poe by Tiny Modernist. This one I purchased from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics as a set. So I purchased the chart, but she also did some fabric to go with it. The threads came with it. I had it with like some scissors, the needle minder. It was like in a set that she was doing at the time.
As well.
I did just say that, didn't I?
Did you?
I think I did, yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember.
So yeah, the DMC thread cards came with it. The thread, the bling came with it.
This is a massive one compared to the Erin Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's what I said. The Erin Elizabeth designs are small. There is some black scissors as well. So yeah, this is on 14 count Ada. Like I said, it's from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics, using all the called for DMC threads, which actually is only 3, which is Blanc, 453 and 310. I started this one the 15th of September 2023, because in 2023 I was doing
Spooky September.
Thank you. I was going to say scary, but Spooky September. So I started 25 projects, Halloween projects, I think it was. But I have worked on this last year. I worked on it twice last year, so it did get. You should see some progress from last time. But yeah, as you so rightly say, this can go as part of the 3 Cheers for Trade tiers sale, because it is a tier. Thank you.
You forgot to put the chart in there.
It's going to go away.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this one is in a bag from Pauline at Sophie Bags. It's a Halloween sort of flat
They stand themselves, don't
bottomed bag. Yeah.
Freestanding.
That is no thingy of what's inside it at all, because it's not Nightmare Before Christmas.
Isn't it, in our town?
But this one is holding my Halloween Tiny Town from Heart in Hand. These are being done on a 16 count. So this is a 16 count Ada, which is called Tan. I'm using a mix of the DMC called for and DMC alternatives in CXC thread. So I think what I mean by that is some of them are in, I don't know what I mean by that, unless I've changed. Let me just see what I mean by that, because I don't know what I mean by that.
The needle minders from Just Get
I have
Stitching
changed some of
well.
I have changed some of the threads to what I had in Stash, basically. So I'm using some of the called for, but some from Stash alternatives. I started that on the 20th of September 2023, and it's still going on. But I think I did stitch on that last year. Yeah, I stitched twice. So I've got 2 stitchy sessions in it last year. So again, should get some more progress on it. It's in my wheel. That one. My next one is being held in this Hocus Pocus bag, which is from Lorans at Stitchmania shop, which we got at the last retreat we went to. This is holding my Hocus Pocus from Good Morning Maui. I stitched on this relatively quite not that long ago. I'm in between a sneeze, sorry. Excuse me.
She has 1 sneeze, she has 20 sneezes.
I hope I don't.
We'll have to pause it.
I hope I don't. Okay, so it's Hocus Pocus from Good Morning Maui. It's on 14 count Ada, which is hand dyed by our friend Arlene Wild. And it is using the called for DMC colours in CXC threads. This one was started on the 15th of October 2024. So it's only had 2 stitchy sessions so far, and there will be no progress from last year because I didn't work on it last year. The needle minder I got that's on there is from our friend Tan, the monogamous cross stitcher's birthday stitchy day.
You did work on this last year.
I know, I just said that. I started it and I worked twice on it last year.
I'm sure you just said I didn't work on it last year.
I said I worked twice on it last year.
I think this is not a good day for us.
We're not gelling.
We're not.
It's okay though. We're chilled. This is a chilled video for us, I think.
It is. Surprisingly. It's not the end of the video yet though.
Okay, this is a Mill Hill kit. So this is in a bag from Sophie at Turtle Bay Stitches, which is a vinyl fronted bag. The project that I have in here, although I don't know when I started it because I clearly didn't do a tracker for it.
I think you started at a retreat, didn't you?
I purchased this at Big Stitch, so it was started last year. So this is from the Autumn Harvest collection. It is called Moonlight Ghost. That's what it will look like when it's finished.
I want to start my Mill Hill one soon.
And this is where I've got up to. So I definitely started it last year, and it's being stitched on the what was included in the kit, the threads and the perforated paper.
A very dark perforated paper.
Yeah, it's not too bad to work on though, to be fair. I do need to get some more. I've nearly finished the stitching side of it, I think. So yeah, that is that project. Next project is just in a normal Amazon bag. It is a Luba Davis Italia project, which I started quite a few of those when I was doing Spooky September. This is what it will look like when it is finished. It is called Park Your Broom, and I am doing this on 14 count Ada from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics, and so it's unknown, and it's using DMC 310. I started this on the 19th of September 2023 with a very small start, so I'm not sure that I have worked on it anymore. No, this one was not worked on at all last year. Why, I do not know. So it needs some love, this project.
Mm-hmm. This needle binder also says I cross stitch because it makes me happy.
Yes, that definitely needs sorting out, rectifying this year.
Mm-hmm. Oh my word.
You having a problem with my fabric?
Like, I can't fold clothes properly, so this is like the same thing. Struggling today.
Okay. So there's that one. I've got many left to show you from this one, but this one is Silver Creek Samplers. It is this chart here, so it is called Scary Things October Brings. This one is. So it's that chart there. It's by Silver Creek Samplers. It's on a 14 count Ada mid grey, using the DMC alternative colours in CXC threads. So they are called for fancy flosses, a lot of them I think. So this one was started on the 29th of September 2023. Did I work on it last year? I know I've worked on it this year.
Yeah, you did. I don't think you did work on it last year.
I did not work on that last year. So again, that's now had 2 stitchy sessions, but it only, you will have seen from now, the progress that you've seen is the progress from what I've done this month.
Also, this needle minder's a Wednesday one, but it wasn't actually a needle minder, was it? It was a pin, but you made it into a needle minder.
I did. Thank you. Okay, next one is, I believe, Halloween Tiny Town from Lauren at Flossabilities. This is a new, relatively new program.
Halloween Tiny Town. Excuse me?
Trick or treat time. See, it's a good job I've got her here, isn't it? She sorts me out. Although she could say it a bit nicer than that. Halloween Tiny Town. Unbelievable.
I was a bit confused.
Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. Sorry, Lauren. It's called, as in Lauren at Flossabilities, not this Lauren. It's called Trick or Treat Town from Lauren and her family at Flossabilities. So this one I started on the 31st of October 2024. It's on a 14 count Ada from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics, which is an unknown colour, and I'm using the called for DMC colours in CXC threads. So far, I think this has been stitched on twice, but once was this year already I've stitched on it.
That's quite good for 2 stitching sessions.
Yeah. It just looks like it's got eyes. The way I've done it is like got eyes and like a, almost like an angry.
It's like Monster House.
An angry face. Yeah.
Like the programme. Is that the film?
Monster House. Yeah. So I'm actually enjoying that one. I do like houses and things. So it's been a nice project to work on so far.
Here you go.
Thank you. Okay, next project. Again, probably hasn't been worked on. This one hasn't. This is the Goth Girls Wednesday Addams.
Earlier, weren't we?
So this is the project I'm talking to you about. This is from Sami at Little Loops.
You haven't got a needle minder on this one. You've got loads of needle minders.
It's part of her Goth Girls range. This again is being done on 14 count Ada, which is from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics.
Me and this board are going to fall out today.
Using the called for DMC colours in CXC threads. I started this one on the 28th of September 2023. Did I work on it last year? I have a feeling the answer is
I think it might be
no.
yes.
Do you think?
From Spooky September, maybe.
The answer is no. So this one has had, that is from one stitchy session.
That's not too bad. Pretty much
No.
completed her face.
But it needs to come back out. It is actually on my wheel because I've gone through my wheel Terrifying Tuesday and there's about 3 or 4 projects on there still left, so that will be one of them to work on tonight.
You heard it here first.
Okay,
Witnesses.
next one. I think this is another one I haven't worked on as it's got a hoop. The reason it's got a hoop is because it's on dark fabric. This is called Something Wicked This Way Comes from Luba Davis Italia. That is what it's going to look like when it is finished.
A lot more progress than the other one.
And this is on a 14 count Ada called Cranberry, just using DMC 310.
I don't think that's showing up properly, to be honest.
I started it on the 7th of September 2023, and that is the only time I have worked on it. So no, that one has not been worked on.
Maybe I need a reminder from.
What is it?
Caterpillar cross stitch.
Yes. Probably the reason why I haven't picked it up is because I've put it in a hoop because it's dark. And I don't like working in hoops anymore. Unless I have to, unless it's necessary.
I love working in hoops.
So that possibly is the reason why I've not stitched on it. Okay, 2 more projects for this episode. This one is a Witchy Stitcher project. It is called Strange and Unusual. That is what it's going to look like when it is finished. It says, I myself am strange and unusual, which is from Beetlejuice. And it pretty much sums me up anyway.
I'm surprised I haven't done this because it's Beetlejuice themed.
It is on a 14 count Ada from Coffee Craft Fabrics. Again, unknown, as is all of hers.
I don't know why you've got a pig needle minder.
No, neither do I.
Very unrelated.
Probably because I had minimal needle minders. Now I have loads.
If it was a Halloween pig, I'd get that, but I think it's time to swap that one out.
It's just using DMC 310 on that. I started it on the 20th of September 2023 and I worked on it twice. So that has had 3 stitchy sessions on it in total. Somebody asked me on my last Flosstube what we meant by stitchy sessions. So to us, a stitchy session is literally, it can be an hour, it could be 20 minutes, it could be 3 hours. Majority of the time when we stitch,
an hour or under, I'd say.
Of an evening. Well, I was going to say we stitch for about 2 or 3 hours of an evening. We do.
I wouldn't say for me.
She might not. Lauren might not do.
It's not for me.
Hers can be anything between 1 and 2, depending on when she starts, how late in the evening. But generally, a stitchy session for me can be 2 to 3 hours of an evening.
For you,
I would say. Lauren's is probably more of a 1 to 2, depending on when we start. So that's what we mean by stitchy sessions, because it's not like a day of stitching.
They're not full days.
No, so I don't say I worked on this for, that's had 3 days on it, because it's not days, it is just a session for us. So
last one?
This is the last one in my Halloween projects I'm going to show you. So this one is another Luba Davis Italia project. It has thread all over it.
It does.
It is called Spooky Season Quote. "'Tis the season to be spooky." That's what it's going to look like when it's finished.
Your needle's attached to that thread.
Brilliant. I haven't finished that then.
Is this your plan to stitch on it this immediately?
I don't think so. I think that was probably there from the last time I stitched on it. So yeah, again, this is on a Coffee Craft Fabrics fabric, and I'm using the called for DMC threads. I started this on the 4th of September 2023, so this was one of the earlier ones I started. And I worked on it once last year. So far this has had 2 stitchy sessions on it since I started it. And I'm using, I think it's just two colours on that. So it'll be 310 and the purple that I'm using, which is 550. Okay, so that is part 1 of our whip parades.
Complete.
Obviously that's all of Lauren's whips. I have done my autumn and Halloween projects. So next I will be moving on to winter and Christmas, and then it will be all my other projects. Hopefully I will get that all done for you in one session, which will be done probably in a couple of days' time. So I'm hoping to get this up and edited and with you in the next day or so. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to talk to you about any plans I have because I'll do that right at the end of my whip parade next time. We hope you've enjoyed what we've shown you so far, what Lauren has shown you and what I've shown you so far. I hope maybe we've enabled you with some things. And yeah, we will see you in part 2 soon. Take care and happy stitching. Bye.